Have you ever heard of a city that didn't exist on any map? A place where tens of thousands of people lived, worked, and raised families, all while being completely invisible to the outside world? This isn't science fiction. This is the story of the hidden cities of the atomic age, the secret epicenters of one of the most ambitious and terrifying projects in human history, the Manhattan Project. During World War II, the United States embarked on a race against time to build the first atomic bomb. To do this, they needed more than just a lab. They needed entire cities, built from scratch, shrouded in secrecy. These weren't just work sites. They were fully functional towns with houses, schools, grocery stores, and movie theaters, all enclosed by barbed wire and armed guards. Their residents were sworn to secrecy, their mail was censored, and their very existence was a classified government secret. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on these mysterious places. Let's start with the most famous of them all, Los Alamos, New Mexico. Perched on a remote mesa, this was the intellectual heart of the Manhattan Project. It was here that the brilliant but complex J. Robert Oppenheimer assembled a dream team of the world's greatest scientific minds. Their singular, top-secret mission: to design and build the atomic bomb itself. Imagine living in a stunningly beautiful landscape, but being unable to tell your own spouse what you did all day. The pressure was immense. Scientists worked around the clock, grappling with theoretical physics and engineering challenges that had never been faced before. Every calculation, every experiment was a step toward creating a weapon of unprecedented power. Life in Los Alamos was a strange paradox, a close-knit community atmosphere set against a backdrop of intense, world-altering secrecy. But a bomb design is useless without the right fuel. That's where Oak Ridge, Tennessee comes in. If Los Alamos was the brain, Oak Ridge was the muscle. Overnight, a quiet valley in Appalachia was transformed into a sprawling industrial complex home to over 75,000 people. Its official population was 0. Residents were told they were working on a secret war project, but the details were vague. Signs everywhere reminded them, "What you see here, what you do here, what you hear here, when you leave here, let it stay here." The sole purpose of this massive city was to enrich uranium. They built colossal factories like the K-25 and Y-12 plants, which were the largest buildings in the world at the time. Inside, thousands of workers, many of them young women who had never worked in a factory before, operated complex machinery without knowing its true purpose. They were simply told to watch dials and flip switches, unaware that they were separating the rare uranium-235 isotope needed for the little boy bomb that would later be dropped on Hiroshima. Life in Oak Ridge was a bubble of manufactured normalcy where you could go to a dance on Saturday night and return on Monday to your classified job, contributing to a project you didn't understand. Meanwhile, on the other side of the country, in a desolate corner of Washington state, another secret city was rising from the dust, Hanford. Its mission was different but equally crucial: to produce plutonium. Hanford was home to the world's first full-scale plutonium production reactor, the B reactor. This was industrial-scale alchemy, transforming uranium into a brand-new man-made element. The scale of the operation was staggering. It required diverting a significant portion of the Columbia River to cool the reactors and constructing a 500-square-mile exclusion zone. The workers at Hanford, like those in Oak Ridge, were kept in the dark. They handled radioactive materials with what we would now consider terrifyingly basic safety measures, all for a goal they couldn't comprehend. The plutonium produced here would become the core of the Fat Man bomb, the weapon used on Nagasaki. The environmental legacy of Hanford is complex and still being dealt with today, a stark reminder of the hidden costs of this secret war effort. Together, Los Alamos, Oak Ridge, and Hanford formed a secret nationwide assembly line for the atomic bomb. Each city was a critical, isolated link in a chain of unprecedented scientific and industrial might. For the hundreds of thousands of people living in these secret cities, life was a surreal experience. They were pioneers in a strange new world, bound by a shared sense of duty and an enforced code of silence. You couldn't even tell your family where you were. Mail addresses were just P.O. boxes in cities far away. Children went to school, teenagers went to dances, and families had picnics, all within the confines of a high-security fence. Many workers were simply told their efforts would help end the war, and they clung to that. The truth was revealed on August 6, 1945, when President Truman announced that an atomic bomb had been dropped on Hiroshima. A wave of shock, awe, and for many, a sudden, chilling understanding washed over the hidden cities. The secret was out. For the first time, the chemists, the pipe fitters, the secretaries, and the scientists understood the true nature of their work. They had collectively built the most destructive weapon in history. The reactions were mixed: pride in their contribution to ending the war, horror at the devastation they had enabled, and a profound sense of having been a part of something that had changed the world forever. After the war, the secrecy was lifted, but the cities didn't disappear. Instead, they transformed. Their immense scientific infrastructure was too valuable to abandon. Los Alamos, Oak Ridge, and the Hanford site transitioned into a network of national laboratories, becoming a cornerstone of America's scientific research during the Cold War and beyond. They pivoted from creating weapons to exploring nuclear energy, advanced computing, materials science, and countless other fields. The scientists who had once raced to build a bomb now worked on projects that would power submarines, create medical isotopes, and send humanity to the stars. The legacy of these hidden cities is a powerful and complicated one. They represent a monumental achievement of human ingenuity and a sobering tale of the moral compromises made in the name of security. They stand as a testament to the power of collective effort, but also as a symbol of government secrecy and the ethical dilemmas of scientific progress. These cities were the cradle of the atomic age, a period that brought both the promise of unlimited energy and the terrifying shadow of nuclear annihilation. They are a hidden chapter of our history, reminding us that sometimes the biggest stories unfold in the places you can't find on a map. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into America's secret past. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden corners of history. Let me know in the comments what you think about this incredible story. We'll see you in the next video.